Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, high 7. Check, 45. 2.
On first down, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready? And shoot ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Elway. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Hey, stop strike, stop strike. Look at me. Score. Watch Avery Creeping. Get it.
They'll indeed go for it with Elway. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 93 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Watch out. Screen. Show Renee. Check 26.
Now Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
64.
On second down, Elway. That is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check, 45 to mine. Snap.
Now Elway on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Elway. A throw left side complete to Biletnikoff. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Check safety. You draw Corker. Ready?
On 1st, they'll throw with Elway. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curtis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Hey, Zoom.
From the red zone now, Elway on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Sims. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Sims. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. Serve the ending. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go one more.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, McNair. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
56, check 56. Hey, tight. Check 3, check 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Safarian Jenkins has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What we got? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the slant. Go. Come on. 56.
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Down to lose 1.
Go.
I got it. Jim.
Go. Let go.
After the interception, here's Elway. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Check it out,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, McNair. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right, maybe they're onto something. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Elway. Throw right side is caught by Biletnikoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down. AC Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, Elway. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Tomlinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Bravo. Ready?
Elway. Over the middle, complete. That's Curtis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
30 base. Smooth.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Come on.
Back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Myers' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Now McNair. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNair. And that's complete. It's Sims. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 29. Stop your whining. 29 is the mic.
Now McNair. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair, left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. I know he ain't got it. Watch the air. Any weapon. Switch. Smoke small.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll find Hall. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st and 10, McNair. The throw taken in by Sims. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. McNair to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And an alley to run. The 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet,